5 tips as to how I dropped my handicap from 28 to 10 in 2 years. Welcome back to the channel, guys. 5 tips as to how I dropped my handicap from 28 to 10 in 2 years. I'm not saying that's great, and I'm not a pro, I'm nowhere near it, an average golfer really, but I picked up a few tips along the way that I think might help amateur golfers like myself, and maybe some of you guys, and we're all trying to get better. It's probably quite obvious, and you see it in every golf video, that's the bump and run shot. So I used to take a 58 degree, 60 degree lob wedge and just try and play the most pretty looking shot, flop it up to right near the pin, get it to spin. It's a high tariff shot. Taking something like an 8 iron with less loft and just bumping it down there, it's a much better decision, and the outcome usually is a lot better. So here, for example, if I'm to take a high lofted club, I can't really tell how much the greens are spinning, so I don't really know, and I'm going to struggle to sort of judge how that's going to go. It could roll out or it could not, and given how hot it's been lately here in the UK, it can sometimes roll out and sometimes not. And there's not really anything you need to get up and over here. If you're on the fringe or around here, you may even putt it from here, but if you're around here just in the rough, it's kind of still pointless taking a 58 degree lob wedge and just trying to loft it up there. It doesn't make sense to do that. So yeah, sometimes you might take an something like an 8 iron and just basically play it like a putt. Lean the club forward a little bit and just play it like a putt and watch it roll out towards the hole. Tip number 2, guys, is know your distances. It's quite obvious, and you probably hear it in quite a few of these videos, but possibly the best thing that I did for my golf game was getting a gapping session done, going to a simulator, hitting on a TrackMan or a Foresight or whatever it is you can get your hands on, and work out exactly how far you're hitting each club. One of the biggest things for me is when I'm stepping up to the golf shot, I need to know I'm committing to that. This is how far the club goes, this is how far the green is, and then the other variables can come into play from there, because I know my stop yardage for each club is what it is. That has massively helped me. You know, my long irons are probably my weakest part of my game, and knowing exactly how far I hit certain things really helps me. Guys, tip number 3 actually follows on from number 2. When I'm hitting my irons or anything into a green, I'm always aiming, or I take a club with a yardage towards the back of the green. If there's danger behind the green, bunkers, OB, all that sort of stuff, then I don't. In general, if it's straight away, I always do, because I'm not the best golfer yet. Taking it a little bit of like a club towards the back of the green, if I don't strike it so well, it'll probably still be on the green or thereabouts, because I've given myself that allowance for that yardage. I mean, it might sound pretty straightforward or even stupid to some of you, but that helps me know or feel more confident I'm going to hit a green. And better that than trying to aim for the middle of the green, not striking it well, and it's way short. And it's helped me lower my scores, because I'm hitting more greens in regulation, and I'm keeping my stats, and I can sort of see how it's improved. And that's been really helpful one for me. Tip number 4. Out of everything, practice your short game. See, practicing your longer game, hitting driver, stuff like that is great fun. And I love smashing driver on the driving range, seeing how far I can hit it, all the rest of it, and it is good. But the thing that has really helped me get my scores down lately is practicing short game. I'm confident with my wedges and my putter especially. I can get up and down, because getting up and down is, one of the most important things in golf and stuff, because I know that I'm going to be able to, more than not, get up and down and then make the par and move on, because sometimes when you need momentum, you're not going to be hitting greens in regulation every time, you're just not. And so being able to get up and down is a massive thing for me. I'm sure, it might be different for some of you guys. You might be naturally feel like you're good at your short game, and that's great. But for most of us, you've got to practice it. Guys, tip number 5. This sounds obvious, but it's just go and play. Like, I started golf just literally turned 2 years now. I've got my handicap down to 10, and I'm really happy with that. The reason that I've managed to do that, whether that's good or bad, is because I go out and I play multiple times a week, whether it's 9 holes before work, whether it's 9 holes after work, 18 holes at the weekend, bit of practice here and there, driving range, whatever you can do, go and do it, because there's nothing like experience on the course. It feels that way. You can reading greens better, getting a hold of things like the wind and the variables that you can't necessarily do on the driving range are massively helpful. Well, it helped me anyway. And like I say, guys, I'm not a pro at all, but I'm just letting you know some of the things that really helped me. I've got a long way to go still. I want to get down to scratch. One thing I will say is get lessons. Above anything else, get lessons. This is probably number 1. My coach, Mark, down at Totally Golf here in Essex and Harlow, he's helped me no end with that. So I have to say, it's great to have a pro, someone who knows the swing mechanics, someone who knows exactly what they're doing, to look at your swing and tell you what's right, what's wrong, and how you can improve. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit of a different one, and one that I haven't really done before, and probably I'm not really suitable to do, but I just felt like there's a few things that I've learned over my time playing golf already so far that would be helpful to a load of other amateur golfers as well that are trying to improve. So yeah, keep going guys, just like I am, and like the video, subscribe if you are new, and I'm going to keep bringing this content because I'm loving doing it. And why not? But yeah guys, I'll catch you in the next one.